live, and the people watching cannot see my face because my face when I'm playing Magic is not particularly interesting. It's just me staring at the screen really hard, not reacting to anything. So, as much of the game on screen as possible. You made a room? Yeah. I see it. I see it. And now everybody who's watching knows your username. I guess they know my username too because, oh shit, I tried the wrong password. That's weird. It's always the same. Okay, I just typed something wrong. Hit the wrong button. But yeah, I guess they know my username too because it's up in the corner. But it doesn't matter. Anyway, so we're going to play Canadian Highlander. It's awesome. We're awesome. Everything about this is going to be awesome. I need to choose a deck. It's going to be tough. Alright.
Can I be heard on stream?
Yes. I currently have it set up so that any noise that my computer is making can also be heard on the stream.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so your voice coming through. They can hear you as long as I can hear you, so it's not going to be like when we were recording, and if my sound cut out, you could keep going because you were doing your own recording. So, if I ask you to repeat yourself, it's because no one can hear you, and you are speaking to the void.
Gotcha. Hey, you should shoot me over the link to that Twitch so I can post it up.
Right. Hang on. I need to open my browser because actually when I started streaming, I closed like
everything. Here I got it, I see your post, so I can just.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you can just repost.
There that.
Sorry, now I'm just messing around because it says something weird on my dashboard. Do I want to keep my dashboard up? Sure, why not? Who cares? I'll just put it over there. That way I can track if anyone's watching or not. Currently no one is, but hey, who knows. And I didn't mean to draw my initial hand because we need to roll to see who goes first. But I just kind of did it on instinct. But there's my roll. It's pretty good. If we were playing Pathfinder, I would be confident that that would be a hit.
That is not good.
Whoop whoop.
What do we got? What do we got? What do we got?
And as the person who's going first, I announce that I am mulliganing. Fuck! So you remember that thing where I keep getting mana screwed?
Mm-hmm.
It's happening again. Why does this keep happening to me? Riley, what did you do to me?
God hates you for playing annoying decks.
But I don't. I play good decks that are fun to play and play against.
I don't know about that.
Except when they're garbage. Sometimes I build garbage decks. That's
a lot of the time.
Okay, yeah.
I'm just kidding. I'm giving you a hard time.
You remember how I said I was going to build that artifact rampy deck?
Yeah.
That was god-awful garbage. I literally never played it against you because I put the deck together and was like, alright, let's see how this runs. And I did like a test hand, and it was just awful. And I was like, oh, well, throwing that out. Just, all that goes in the fire. I'm going to take my second 6. Because, like I said, still...
reference I'm keeping, so...
Oh, come on! Come on! Going to 5. Going to 5. Fuck!
I won from a 5-card hand on Sunday, as you recall, so...
That is true, but I still don't think this is... Since I get a second 5, since we do doubles up of everything, I'm going to my second 5 because I don't even think this is playable. Oh, we have 2 viewers. Feel free to use the chat to tell us how terrible we are at our favorite game. We love hearing that. Okay. We've got some lands. We've got some things we can put on the table. This is gonna be something. So I go first, much to my chagrin. Bloodstained Mire, pass the turn.
I mean, I'm happy to go first if you'd like me to.
I honestly think that might be better for me depending on what you're playing. Oh, we got ourselves a copycat. You think you're clever. You think you're cool. I'm gonna find you. I don't know why I said that. You gave me your address a little while ago. If I really wanted to, I could find you. What the actual... Okay.
Nothing.
So...
Don't pay us any mind.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, turn 3 Craterhoof? Question mark? Because that could definitely happen with what you've just put down. Yeah, sure. It's not like I care about him anyway. Let's take 2. Crack some lands. I have a feeling I should not get shocks because this is not. That's an interesting thing about playing Highlander that I've noticed. I'm actually wondering if you've noticed it as well. Sometimes in certain matchups, you're just like, I think I'll just go get the shocks right now because damage matters not in this matchup.
Well, that or like, if I'm fetching at like the end of my opponent's turn, I will purposely go get shocks so that later I can, because they can come into play tapped at the end of my opponent's turn, and then so that later I can fetch for an untapped ABU duel.
Yeah, pass turn. That is the case sometimes, but I've also found this is interesting because it's not the case playing Modern, and it's something that I learned from Highlander that I'll probably take to other formats. Having fetches on board is more powerful than having duels.
Yes, that's very true.
So, you've seen it when we play games. I will put down my fetches and just leave them. I'll leave them for many, many turns because shuffling the deck is important, and making sure that I don't get something and then get color screwed later is really important. Oh, that's a fuck. Okay. We're doing good. We're learning.
Turn 2 Thundermaw Hillkite seem okay?
I called it. Taken 5. Good times.
I would have been alright
good times.
if went and go took the 4 from the shocks, but but yeah, no, the fetches on board are definitely, especially like if you run Brainstorm and Sensei's Top-like effects.
Woo! Everything's coming up, Millhouse. Everything's coming up, Millhouse. Suck on that. And then I'm gonna hit you with Jace, just out of spite. It's gonna be a spite attack for 0. Except I'm not gonna do that. I'm smarter than that. Why did you play the forest from the graveyard and then put it back?
I misclicked. It just like grabbed it for some reason. One of the hazards of using a touchpad is sometimes when I'm just moving the mouse, it thinks I'm clicking.
Okay. I was gonna say, I don't think that forest has flashback, and also I'd like to react to it being on the stack. All of these things.
Alright.
It was actually, during, Desert Bus last night, I want to say, which, by the way, I'm happy we have anyone watching us and not Desert Bus, because they have literally 5,000 people watching them right now. They had a guy on, who's a level 1 judge, I believe. I don't think he's level 2. Oh, that's something I never want to see in my life. Shit. But yeah, and he was given a question about a card that somebody made as a joke. This was not a card that somebody made in any seriousness, because it doesn't work. But they made a land that was Blood Moon. It was a non-basic land that said all non-basic lands become mountains.
Oh god.
Yes. I believe it was actually called, it might have just been called Mars, but I feel like it was called Mars something or other. And they used a picture of Mars that is very similar to the art of Blood Moon, which I thought was clever. I thought it was pretty cool. By the way, are you done? You're still in your main phase.
I was just double checking that you didn't have any responses to casting the morph.
No. If I have a response, I'll tell you. Like, give it like 1 second, and I'll tell you whether or not I have a response. Don't worry about it.
Alright, you're good.
Do I want a Jace activation here? I'm pretty sure I don't. This is one of those times where I have something to pitch to Jace, but if I can use it later, I'm really gonna want it. You know?
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I'll just hold on to that, and I also don't have anything to target with Jace in my bin, so it's probably better to just keep him hanging out. Let's separate our lands that make mana from our lands that don't make mana. Seems good. Oh, well, this is rough. This is rough indeed. I'm gonna have to figure something out. Pass turn. Maze of Ith was a clutch pull, though. That was really important.
Yeah. Pretty much saved you the game.
I mean, I might have still been able to pull it out, but it's changing everything. I mean, I guess it kind of depends on what I draw in the next couple of turns, because if I hadn't hit the Maze of Ith, I would have needed to dig with Jace. Or I might have gotten a answer. There's, like, I'm playing Grixis. There's a pretty good chance I would have just pulled a kill spell and just gotten rid of the Thunder Maw that turn. I mean, not a huge chance, but there's a decent chance. Okay. Fun stuff. Not a fan. Sure. Yeah, I have no response to that. I have nothing to cast from my graveyard anyway. Okay. Yep.
The team.
Yep. So something bad's about to happen to me. I'm going to I think I'm gonna have to lose Jace here. Well, no, because in this deck, the only health point that matters at all is the last one. So, block the Orcish Lumberjack. We'll see if you've got the trick. Maze the Thundermaw Hellkite. Activate Jace. Draw a card. Discard a card. That's not an instant, but it's still a good thing to get. So that's cool. And that's it. No more responses.
Alright,
I take 4. Yeah, I take 4. I figured this was one of those put me in a position where I have to decide whether or not you've got a thing. You know? It seemed unlikely you were running, like, Giant Growth. Crack Scalding Tarn. No, it's not a duel. Is that a duel? Yes, but that's the one I don't want. There it is. Steam Vents. Shuffle it up. Pass back to me. Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Okay, that's fun stuff. Oh, that's silly. That might happen. That might happen.